Good morning, viewers and listeners. We are live and welcome to the Football Friday NFL Prospect Preview Show presented by Sports Illustrated and the NFL Draft Bible. I am your host, Big Law Lawrence Johnson, and I have a great showcase of young talent for you today. Of course, always go to our website at www.si.com/NFL/draft. Also, check us out on some of our other social media sites on Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. Got a new motto for you guys. I want to try it out on you, see if you guys like it. We're making draft dreams come true since 2002. Let me know what you think about that. That is a motto that we're kicking around here, but I think it is something that sounds great, and it's absolutely true. That's right. Since 2002, the NFL Draft Bible has been making these dreams come true for these young men. And what we do is, sure, you're going to get the top 2 rounds of players. You're going to know all about them. But what we tend to do is we tend to get the players that are the backbone of your rosters. And these young men are coming out eager, ready to perform, and ready to contribute immediately. First, I got to give a quick shout out to the Hub and all our folks out there. Also, shout out to my man Dan Cassidy, the cast man out there with the Easton Sports Group. And as always, we are here to educate you and entertain you. Of course, we got 4 great young men today. I got my man Tariqious Tisdale, Ole Miss defensive lineman, coming up. We're also going to have Mike Maietti from Rutgers University coming up. Then we're also going to have Mike Beaudry, a quarterback from Idaho. And then, of course, Deandre Johnson, edge rusher from Miami. So without any more time being wasted, let's get to my man Tariqious. How are you doing today, Tariqious?
What up? Oh, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
Yeah, absolutely. Great to have you this Friday, beautiful Friday morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So we're doing a little bit of a little pre-show talk before this. So we're just talking about you have a newborn, recent newborn?
Just had a daughter in December 9th.
Okay, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
What's her name? And what was the weight?
Her name's Tariqious Tisdale. She actually only weighed 5'12".
Okay. All right. And I know that is something that is just awesome. Look at that. That's beautiful baby girl right there.
That's my girl.
That's everything right there, man. That's awesome,
yes,
brother. That is everything, man. Well, congratulations on that. And
thank you.
As if you didn't need more motivation to be the great the great man that you're going to be coming up, right?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Of course, my man Tariqious here is from Ole Miss, defensive lineman. And I got some questions for you. Just kind of wanted to talk to you, playing. Well, first of all, before I jump into that, those kind of questions, what are your measurables and who you working out with?
6'5", 280. And I'm actually training back and forth from Tennessee to Mississippi. I'm using my strength coach in Oxford when I'm in Oxford, and then I have a speed trainer in Tennessee named Jamal Brady I've been working with.
Okay, all right. Speed trainers in Tennessee, and weights and probably conditioning in Oxford. So, let me ask you about that, man. What was it like having, Lane Kiffin and playing for that? It's almost like a renewed vigor for the Ole Miss program. You guys bought something that Ole Miss hasn't had in the SEC. You guys were especially the defense. They could always put up points, but the defense, you guys. I was watching your first couple games, and you guys were flying around. I mean, physical. I mean, the noise from the pads. what was
Right.
absolutely violent and striking to me. What was it like? Because you guys, you knew in the offseason that you had something special brewing, when it came to your defense. You're changing the narrative of what Ole Miss defenses have been in the past. What were you guys brewing, and what were you guys thinking about in the offseason before you started playing?
Really just a mindset thing. I'd say, in the years past we hadn't had the best defense, so that was really a point of demand. Was to make sure that our defense is ready to rock and roll come the start of the season, and whenever that time came, we was ready. Like come first game of the season, we knew what we had to do. We knew what we had to prove, and we went out there and proved it day in and day out from weeks forward.
I mean, super physical. I mean, you guys were just taking heads off out there. Oh, before I go any further, who is your agent currently right now?
Dwayne Budgeon.
Dwayne. Okay, and where is he out of?
They're out of Florida.
Okay, out of Florida. Okay, awesome. And I want to thank him for bringing you to us. Like I said, you guys were striking out there in that defense, and it was definitely a different feel for that defense. But what was it like playing with an offense that could always get you points and keep you in the game?
Well, I mean, playing with a guy like Matt Corral is different anyway. Great leader, great guy that knows how to score the football. So when you playing with an offense like that, if you can get the stops, they're gonna score the points.
That's right. I see here that you grew up in Lexington, Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
What was it like growing up in Lexington, Tennessee? And I guess give me the geography. Exactly where is Lexington, Tennessee?
So if you don't know where Jackson, Tennessee is, it's about 20 minutes from there. If you don't know where Jackson, Tennessee is, the best way I can give it to you is dead center of Memphis and Nashville. I live right in the middle of Memphis and Nashville. But Lexington, small town, not many people. But yeah, I was born and raised. I played football here from in Lexington from the time I was in third grade growing up. So I've been here my whole life. My family's here. My siblings are here. So really, it ain't much of nothing here. Small town, really.
Okay. All right. But you made it. But you made it down to Ole Miss, and
Yes, sir.
and it looks like you're gonna do really well on that next level. So I see that you're down. You said you were down 280. I had you at 290, but you're down 280. Is
Yes,
that by
sir.
design? Are you trying to bulk back up, or are you gonna stay at that weight?
I think I'm probably getting around about 285, 290 and chill out. Yeah, but it's about 285 is a good weight for me.
Okay, all right. And you say your speed coach is in Tennessee. What do you
Yes.
think you're running right now in the 40?
I'm gonna say 4.6 or lower, 4.6 or 4.5.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right. Now we gotta get into your abilities. You telling me 4.6, 4.5? Okay, Tariqious. What is the strength of your game? Give me a really something that you think that you're gonna really be good at on the next level when it comes to your skill set.
Oh, speed for sure. Like there ain't many people that weigh as much as I do, my size, and they can run like me.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, you're telling me 4.6, 4.5? That's
Yeah.
I mean,
I ran a last time I ran a 40. I at 298. I ran a 4.6 flat on laser.
okay. I'm kind of blown away right now, when I hear those measurables from you, and hear those speeds. So I reckon, all right, you play along the D line, and 3-4, 4-3. Are you? To me, that sounds like a true 3 technique at that weight, like a true penetrator, gap jumper, disruptor. With that kind of speed. I mean, we just saw in the Super Bowl probably one of the greatest. No, probably greatest defensive player of this era. Just Aaron Donald with a similar size. and his strength was his quickness and his absolute
Right.
be able to speed and get down the line. Is that something that you kind of aspire and your kind of playing style that you're looking to be?
Yeah, so actually, Aaron Donald is one of my favorite players in the NFL. So that's somebody I keep up with, watch over, and try to try to learn little things for him to try to help my game develop. So I see Aaron Donald do it all. Play nose guard, 3 tech, 5 tech. It don't matter,
Mm-hmm.
and that's something I feel like I can do as well. Like I did it all. I played nose on third down, and I played
Mm.
3 tech. I played 5 tech. Like I did it all. So
You could probably even stand up and trick the quarterback a little bit.
right,
If they got you in the
I can
five,
do it.
you can
You
stand
need
up
me
and
to you
drop.
need me to drop in the coverage. I'm dropping in the coverage and doing it all.
With that speed, I can see it. I can see you jumping out in the flat, and watching somebody flare out. I could definitely see you getting out there and disrupting. So let's just keep this going about yourself. I see that you've had a clothing line as well. So talk to me about what you got going on with
So
your clothing line.
so I actually it was like a big deal. I wouldn't say a big deal, but a lot of my teammates was doing it. Some guys reached out and it was like they'll create a clothing line for us, for free. And like they get a profit off of it, we get a profit off every sale. And I was like, I mean, free, can't beat it. Like I'm not losing no money. I ain't got to put no money into it, and I'm a college athlete in Excel clothes. So it's just something I did, time being. I wasn't trying to, spend majority of my time focusing on selling clothes and making money instead of like football. So like I just let it, I have to put the links in my social medias, and if someone bought it, someone didn't, someone didn't. Like I wasn't trying to make it, such a big deal because I wasn't trying to lose focus on the bigger picture.
I got you. I got you. So I guess when football is over and it's time to uh, uh, figure out what you're going to do afterwards, do you have any ideas of what you're looking to get into when you're done with football?
Um, I'd love to coach. Love to
Okay.
coach. I love the game of football, and that's something I'd want to do is stay around the game of football. So
Okay. All right. So you're a lifer is what we would call it. You're a
yeah,
football lifer, my man.
yeah. No,
Yeah. So
I've been doing it for so long, I wouldn't know what else to do without it.
I got you. I got you. What'd you study in Oxford?
I graduated in general studies with my minors in education, criminal justice, and sports recreation.
Okay. All right. Sounds good, man. I love to hear that. Very productive young man. Now, I got some rapid fire questions for you. Are you ready, man?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. What was the hardest offensive lineman that you had to play against?
I'd probably say my whole career, or
Let's go both. Let's go last year and then whole career. And maybe
um
that's the same person.
So I'd give Evan Neal his props for this past year. He's a good guy. Great feet, great size, great hands. Like he's good at what he's doing. That's obviously why he's protected the first rounder. Um, then I'm always give my props in my career. My dog Damian Lewis he plays for the Seahawks now. He's always been a dog to me. Always been a tough offensive lineman. We was actually teammates in junior college, so I knew what he was about, and I knew when he got to college, I knew his game was just going to keep developing.
Okay. All right. Great choices there for sure. If you had 100K to give to a charity, what would it be?
If I had 100K to give to a charity, what would it be? Um, I'd probably give it to. Oof, that's a lot of places to give some money to now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'd probably do. You know, have you ever heard of the Target homes and stuff in Memphis, like for kids with cancer? Like,
Oh no, to educate me, I have not. So tell us about it.
um, so actually, when I was in middle school, one of my best friends ended up getting cancer. So
Wow.
that's how I learned about it. But they have like this thing called the Target homes in Memphis, where like younger kids like they get cancer, like it's where they move them and their families and stuff, right? Stuff like so they can do like treatments and stuff. I mean, they got like games and stuff for them to do. Like, it's basically like an apartment with like stuff for them to do because some like are too sick to like go outside and stuff like
Wow.
that. So I think I donate my money to a place like that after me actually getting to experience firsthand what it was like and what they do for people there. It's something I do.
Well, I'm pretty sure you probably will. Once you're going to get to the next level, you'll be blessed. You may wind up, that may be one of your causes, my man. And that's a great cause and a great organization, what you're telling me about. I never heard of that. But thank you for enlightening us with that. What's your favorite home cooked meal?
Um, if my girlfriend cooking, I'm probably saying chicken Alfredo. If my mama cooking it, I'm probably saying lasagna, and my dessert got to be banana pudding.
Hey, man, I see you even took it to another level because I was going to ask you about dessert. But that's what my
Yeah,
linemen do. You guys always go above,
you gotta
above
have it.
and beyond. You
You
gave me the
gotta have
dessert. You
it.
also broke it down to if my wife or my girl is cooking, she give me this, and if my mom is cooking, this is what I want. I love it,
Right.
man. Way to be thorough on that. How about this? 8 Ball, MJG, or Wheezy?
Oh, say that one more time.
8 Ball, MJG, or Wheezy.
I'm probably taking Weezy.
Okay, all right. And if you had to assimilate to a superhero or a supervillain, who would it be?
Um, I'd probably take Superman.
Okay, Superman. That's your guy. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good pick too. Superman. All right, and why?
he could do it all. Strong, fly, blow wind, laser vision. What he can't do? Run fast, fly fast. He got it all.
Okay, all right, great. That's a great analysis there of Superman, and you assimilating to him. Well, I can tell you, Tariqious, I appreciate you coming on, man. You got any shout outs or announcements?
Oh, I lost sound for a second. I don't know
No,
what
no,
you're
I
talking.
was saying you got any can you hear me now? It's all right. Can you hear me now, Tariqious? Oh well. That was my man Tariqious Tisdale, defensive lineman from Ole Miss, who actually enlightened me on how athletic he is and how fast he is. I had no idea that he could run at that speed. He said he's a 4'6", 4'5" at 280, 290 pounds, somewhere inside of there. But that was a great job by him, just telling us who he is and what's going on in his world, and hopefully when the time comes, we'll be able to get back with him once he's drafted because at those measurables, he's definitely on some radars, and he is a guy who has the skill set, to get to the next level. Shout out to our guy D Cass, all my folks in the chat room, and that is D Cass tuning in from the Bronx County Supreme Court in New York. That's it, man. Doing the thing, man. Thank you for tuning in, my man D Cassidy. And he is with the Eastern Group, giving us props. So we got our next person to come in. We are ready to rock and roll. All right. Is that Mike? Is it Maietti?
No, my last name is Beaudry, Bea.
Oh,
Quarterback.
I thought. Oh, it's Mike Beaudry. So it's not Beaudry. It's Beaudry.
Beaudry, yeah, it's a French Canadian.
Okay, Beaudry. I'm looking at you because the next guy was a lineman. I'm looking at you and I'm like, man, he's been working out a lot. He's lost a lot of weight. So
That's
my
a
man
compliment
Mike,
for me, so I appreciate it.
my man Mike Beaudry from Idaho, 6'5", or on the program 6'5", 248 out of Orlando, Florida. Right now, what are your measurables and who you working out with?
I'm 6'5". I'm about 245 right now. I'm working out at in Test in New Jersey.
Okay, Test in New Jersey. Okay, So, I mean, I saw that you were a D2 national champion at West Florida.
Correct. Yeah, I played at University of West Florida. I went there out of high school in 2015. I graduated from there in 2018. And so I spent a good 4 years over there.
Okay, out of West Florida. And I mean, you got to talk to me about that culture shock. So obviously you're a Florida boy. You're out of Orlando, right? And then what's the culture shock from Florida to Connecticut to Idaho? You got to talk to me about that culture shock being a southern Florida boy and then going to the north and then going to the northwest. Talk to me about that transition from all those areas, because I'm a southern boy myself. And I know that it's, from the mid-Atlantic and the South, we're kind of a different culture down here. I'm in Virginia, so in 95, and, that's all different. But when you go above that Mason-Dixon and you got Connecticut and then all the way out west, I mean, talk to me about that difference, man.
Right, it is different. It is different. Even just going from Orlando up to Pensacola is different because once you get to the North Florida area, you're basically in like Alabama, Louisiana territory,
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little different from Southern Florida, but it was cool. Going from there to Connecticut was different than going all the way out to Idaho. They all got their perks. I'm a big traveler. I love experiencing new things. I love traveling around the country, seeing just different cultures, how people live in different areas. So that's fun to me. Like I really enjoyed being able to go spend some time in each area, and just kind of learn what I like. And eventually one day I'm gonna have to pick a spot to live. So it's kind of cool to be able to see these different places.
We'll call you a cultured Renaissance man. How about that?
Right, that works.
So tell me, man. So you like to travel, and what is something that you had no clue that coming out of Florida and you making it, you're ending in Idaho with your college football career? What's something in Idaho that you had no clue of what they do, or something that they do up there culturally that is so different from what you do in Florida?
That's a good one. I'd say they're just real big into nature. There's not much that's out there other than nature. You got to be into fishing or camping or something like that. And to be perfectly honest, I was never really into that before I got there. Um, and then I just realized I should take advantage of my time when I was there. And so I kind of tried to dive in to do some exploring. I drove into Washington because I was real close to there, Washington State, Montana, just kind of do some exploring around there. And a couple of times I'd go on Airbnb and I'd pay some people to set up a tent for me and
Mm-hmm.
go camp on their land, and just try and get the experience of what they do. And I actually really enjoyed it. So it was kind of cool to be able to do that because in Florida you can't really do that as much. So it was pretty
Right.
fun.
Well, also the huge weather difference. Of course, in Florida, you're either sweltering heat or it's just hot. It's just warm. Up
Right.
in Idaho, you actually get cold, really cold up there. And you get a lot of wet weather. So that is a definite difference. So what you're taking from it is being able to enjoy nature. Did you ever take up fishing, or I guess it'd be freshwater fishing up there?
It would be, yeah. No, I honestly I never went fishing. I tried to do it a little bit when I was in Pensacola in Florida. I did some saltwater, and it just frustrated the heck out of me. So I kind of retired from the fishing career.
Okay, retired early. So let's talk to me about a little bit more about your ability. I see that you have a dual threat quality to your game. You got some wheels. Talk to me about being a dual threat quarterback, and what's it like, um, or what style? Whose style would you say that you play like?
Yeah, that's a good question. I would Josh Allen is a quarterback that I really look up to. I think that I would love to mold my game after him. I think he's extremely athletic for his size, and that's something that I really strive to be. Um, I'm really working on that athleticism aspect of the game and trying to model myself after him. Um, I think having some dual threat ability is huge. Honestly, I feel that I'm a little bit underrated in my ability to move just because of my size. I think a lot of people don't give me credit for my ability to make some plays happen and um, to do some, unorthodox things. Um,
Hmm.
and that's okay. I mean, that's something that I'm gonna continue to work at and continue to hopefully show people.
If you had to put a clock on you, what do you think you're running at the 40 right now?
About a 4.9. Still
Okay,
working
about a
on
4.9.
getting a little faster too. Yeah.
Okay, I can see that. But being able to slide around and being able to evade some of the way these defenses are coming after you now, you got to have that in your toolbox. As far as your skill set, what is your strongest attribute?
Oh, I'm cerebral, man. I'm really smart. I think I take pride in my knowledge of the game, and the work ethic that I put in to understand the offense and the defense of the week's matchup, or just the scheme of the team you're on. I think that's gotten me so far in my career to this point. I think that's why I've been able to go to 3 different schools and start at those schools, because I put in the time mentally. I was always a good student in school. I love studying. I just love football, so it's easy for me to do that. And I really take pride in my knowledge of the game.
Absolutely, my man. So, you ready for a little bit of rapid fire?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, let's go, man. So, who's the hardest player that you played against?
That's a good question. Can it be on your team?
Any
Nah.
team.
Well,
Yeah.
we got one dude. I face him every single day in practice. That's Trey Walker. He's a linebacker that we had. And he was an outstanding player. Just had a high motor. I mean, he really pushed me every single day to be better. And so I was really fortunate to have him, to be able to play him every single day. Other than that, I mean, we played some good competition. We played Indiana this year, and their whole defense was really good. And so that was fun to be able to play those guys.
Okay, awesome. If you had $100K to give to a charity, what charity would it be?
It would be the Be the Match Bone Marrow Foundation.
Okay.
That one hits home to me recently. Actually, I was a donor there not too long ago. I donated stem cells for a man with cancer.
Wow.
And then actually my sister ended up getting diagnosed with leukemia not long after I did that. So, and she's gonna have to get a stem cell transplant for her. So, that foundation was actually growing really close to me. So that'd be a no-brainer for me.
Man, that's awesome, man. Thank you for sharing on that. What's your favorite home cooked meal?
It'd be shepherd's pie. I think my mom makes that about every time I go home. So I always look forward to it.
All right, and what's your favorite dessert?
That's a good one. Probably anything chocolate, man. I'm a big chocolate guy, so anything like that. I love some like chocolate pie, chocolate cake. Whatever it is, I love it.
Okay, all right. So we got the chocolate going. So, I think you may have answered this. I said, hunt. Would you rather hunt or fish?
Oh man. Well, if I had to pick one, I'd probably rather fish. I'm not sure I'm a big hunt. I've never been hunting before, but I'm not sure I want to. So I think fishing would be what I'd do.
Okay, all right. So fishing would probably be it. All right. And if you had to assimilate to a superhero or a supervillain, who would it be?
Shoot, I'd say Iron Man. I think Tony Stark was a smart dude, and I think when he puts that suit on, he's built Ford tough. He's a tank. So I think that'd be my thing right there.
Not to mention he's a billionaire. Great looking
Yeah.
guy. He's almost like he's a quarterback himself. He's a quarterback of the Avengers, so to speak. He's a leader. So yeah, that falls right in your wheelhouse, I reckon.
Right.
Yeah, man. Do you have any shout outs or announcements that you'd like to make?
No, I mean just gotta shout out the family. They're always there for me, always supporting me. My parents are my rocks, man. They do so much for me, allow me to be here in New Jersey and training. You got Mike Selly and Dan Cassidy, is awesome dudes. They're also helping me be out here and supporting me, and I'm just thankful for everybody that's a part of my journey.
Well, I can tell you, when you get to the next level, we got to catch back up, man. I got to get you back on here and interview you when you land, on the next level, because I can see you going to the next level.
For sure. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on here.
Absolutely. And it's Mike Beaudry?
Beaudry, yep.
Beaudry. Mike Beaudry.
There you
My
go.
man. There we go. Mike Beaudry of Idaho. Thank you for coming on, man, and we'll see you down the road. That is Mike Beaudry. Like I said. And now we're jumping right back in All right, now this is Michael. Is it Maietti?
Maietti, yep.
Okay, Mike Maietti, offensive lineman, formerly of Rutgers and of what do we got here?
Missouri.
Missouri U out of SEC, right?
Yep.
All right. So actually, my cousin works for Missouri University. She is, Don Malone.
I can't say that I do.
Works with the trainers there at Missouri. Yep, Don Malone. She's my cousin. She's there. So yeah, man. So yeah, good having you here today. Sorry for the confusion a little early.
No, you're good. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, man. 6'1", 299, number 55. Is there a reason for the number 55?
So in high school I was 78 and I wasn't a big fan of that. And then I just feel like that MM55 thing kind of was smooth. So I went with
Okay. Okay, I can tell already, man. You said smooth. You're a northern dude. You're cool. You know what I mean? You're cool northern guy, RM55. You could do anything, with that. You know what I mean? You can put that on t-shirts. You can put that on anything. You can market it that. I got you, Michael. I'm gonna call you Michael or Mike?
You call me Mike.
Okay, Mike. Yeah. So what are your measurables right now and who you're working out with?
Right now I'm 6'1". I'm a little heavier. I'm about 305 right now.
Okay.
And I'm working out at a place in Fort Myers called X3 with Jordan Llewellyn.
Okay. All right. And I see that you're from West Orange, New Jersey. So being from Jersey, are you an Eagles fan?
I'm not. So I'm actually a Dolphin fan.
How does that happen? Because usually
my dad was a big Dan Marino fan, and then I inherited that. So
okay, all right.
The Fins for a while.
Oh wow, that is one of the first I've heard somebody from West Orange or somebody from New Jersey who is not someone connected to a team close to him, a pro team. So you're a Miami guy. So let me ask you this: being a center, you have to have like great hands. Having the good hands like you do. Did you play any other positions coming up?
So I didn't move to center until high school. That was my first time ever really snapping.
Okay.
As like a big guy, you always wanted to be a tight end. You wanted to get the ball. You wanted some type of glory. So that's what I thought I was going, and I just kept growing, and they put me on the line.
Okay. All right. Before we go any further, who is your agent and where are they?
I'm with PSM, Pacific Sports Management, and my agent is Gerald Colton and Jordan Levy.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that, man. But yeah, we're getting back to your time. Yeah. So, typically your center, they're some of the best hands on the team. Some people don't even really realize that, just like people don't realize that a punter, their hands are some of the best hands on the team. Between wide receivers, your punter, your center, naturally your wide receivers. You guys have better hands than cornerbacks and safeties.
Dude, I like to think so. I don't know. That's a hard claim to make in a locker room, though.
Well, I can tell you.
I'm with you.
I mean, it really is because you handle the ball every play. If there is a mistake at the beginning of a play, the play is typically done. The game is played at such a speed where any mistakes earlier on in a play, the play is done, and is on to the next. So you have your hand placement, the way that you're snapping the ball, how you're snapping the ball. It has to be precise every time. And I have an affinity for centers because a lot of the guys I used to coach, I used to work with some of the kids that were long snappers and centers, and players and fans don't realize the importance, of that position. And you're also what I like to call, you're the quarterback of the offensive line. How have you done with that? As far as making all the calls and making sure you get the proper assignments set up.
No, I loved it. I mean, getting 5-6 guys on the same page in front of 80 to 100,000 people could be hard on third down at times, but I feel like I really enjoyed that and really took ownership in that.
That's right, man. And I see that you're all academic as well, an all academic team. And talk to me about being all academic and what your favorite subjects were.
It's good. So my favorite subject was criminology. I see what video you got going on.
He's knocked the quarterback out.
Yeah. Criminology was good, and all like the soc stuff you do in your undergrad, I really enjoyed. Why people do things, So I really enjoyed that aspect of school.
That's awesome, man. And being all academic, of course, I would always, and they're gonna I'm a linebackers guy as well. I coach linebackers, so you think linebackers center, very cerebral. I always like to say my linemen are the smartest guys on the field. Just
No doubt.
I mean, honestly, I just just feel like that's kind of the unsung heroes of the ones who can't make mistakes right now. Ball is snap, you guys have to make split decisions. You got to make the right decision. You don't have time to recover. Once you make a mistake, it's all over. It's all done. And but yeah, man. So what player, playing center the way that you do, would you emulate? I mean, are you more of a? I mean, you're up to 305 right now. Are you more of a pass blocking center? Or are you more of a drive blocking center or stalemate kind of a center? Kind of give me an idea of what your game is like at playing center.
Shoot, I mean, whatever coach calls, I'm going to do. I feel like a mixture of all of it. I've been in college for a while. I've had different coaches, so I've been able to take little pieces and try to make my game the best I could using everything everybody's taught me.
Okay. All right. Everything everybody saw you. Okay. That sounds good. My man D Cash is saying, let's see, Mike. Okay. You went to his son's high school. Was it Don Bosco Prep?
Durham Ramsey.
Okay. All right. That is awesome. That's awesome to hear as well. So, and I guess you said, what's the best part of your game? You think?
I like pass blocking. You know what I mean? I like pass blocking. Like passing off games and twist on third down. I feel like that's the most exciting part.
All right, the most exciting part. So you ready for some rapid fire, man?
Let's do it.
All right, let's rock and roll. What's your favorite home cooked meal?
Any dish that my mom makes, honestly. Probably some of her pasta dishes are unbeliable. So I'm missing that.
I need one. I need one though. I need to. I mean, if you came home, you're like, Mom.
Pasta with meat sauce, simple, simple. There.
Okay.
Simple, right there.
Simple. Okay.
It'll be good for days too. She'll make
with the red gravy or with the Alfredo.
Red.
He said red. You say that like no, just the red, man. Gotta be the red. I'm with you, man. What are some hidden talent no one knows about?
Shoot. Hidden talent. I could juggle pretty damn good.
Okay.
I could juggle about 4 tennis. Yeah, I've done that before. Like, when you're in camp and all that, like in college, and you got to get up there and do something in front of the team.
Right.
Instead of singing and dancing, I can't do that, but I could juggle. So
I can tell you, I'm gonna be looking for you. Hopefully the team he goes to is on Hard Knocks, and I'll be looking for you, man.
You'll be able to see my talents.
What game would you play, Madden or 2K?
Madden.
You're a Madden guy all day.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And you're a Dolphins guy, obviously.
I'm a Dolphins guy.
Okay. All right. Superhero or supervillain you identify with the most?
Shoot. It's got to be Spider-Man. I think I'm Spider-Man about 3 or 4 years in a row.
Okay.
I just kept having to buy like those Halloween costumes and all that stuff.
Right.
I just fell in love with the movie when I was young, and since then I've been a Spider-Man guy.
Just stuck with you. Well, he's on fire right now. Anything Spider-Man related is on fire, and Marvel's doing a heck of a job.
They are.
So do you have any shout outs or announcements that you'd like to say at this time?
No, I believe I'm good.
Good right now. Well, we appreciate you coming on, Mike, man, and we're looking forward to you getting on the next level, and I know you'll make it there, and we want to see you come back here and so we can interview you after you get to your team.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Good luck in the draft, and we look forward to seeing you. That is Mike Maietti of Missouri and Rutgers University giving us some time, and that's been awesome, spending some time with him. But if we got our next person, super producer Sam in the back, got my man coming up. And I believe this is a special I think we had him a couple weeks ago. Mr. Deandre Johnson, of course, he has one of the coolest names. Last name Johnson, because of course my name is Lawrence Johnson. So I want to holler at you, see how you're doing today, DeAndre. What's going on, man? Good morning to you.
Man, good morning, y'all. What's going on? Just got through with my morning workout, man. So just had to rush and get in here, get with you guys. I'm excited, for you guys having me on this morning.
Well, we definitely are happy to have you. We missed you last time because you were working out, and now we got you. So let's go ahead and lock in and let's talk, man. So from the U, 6'3", 260 is what's on the program out of Miami, Florida. Let me ask you, what are your measurables currently at this point, and who you're working out with?
I would say my latest measurables would be 6'3". I'm around 255, 253. So they show some love with the 260. And I'm down here in Tampa, Florida. I'm training with a guy, Clifford Brown, great guy, like a track-minded coach. So I'm getting it down here in Tampa.
Okay, all right. So coming from Miami, of course, that's the U. I interviewed Michael Irvin about a month ago. You guys, your persona is bigger than life. So what was it like? Because you were at Tennessee before. What was it like coming from Tennessee, going back home, and playing for the U?
Man, it was. I got reminded quick, that I was back home. How serious, football is taking in South Florida. When I got back in spring, just the expectations of being a Miami Hurricane, greats that come before you. Miami, it's a great city. It's a lot going on, but when it comes to the Hurricanes, man, those fans down there are diehard, man. So it was just a blessing to come home, play in front of my family, my friends, catching up on time, like the old days. So, man, it was a blessing. I was very thankful for that.
So, playing football, and I'm from Virginia, so we got football up here, but we ain't got football like what y'all got down there. You
y'all
know
got
what I
some
mean?
hoopers, though.
I mean, we trying.
Y'all got some hoopers.
We trying. But, what was it like playing in the high school level? Football in Florida. I mean, in Miami, South Florida at that.
Like I said, man, playing high school football down there, you might as well say you're in college. It's taking, from the moment you're in Little League, 4 or 5 years old, it's like you're getting treated like a grown man down there. The type of athletes you see, the type of players you're playing against, week in, week out, you're going to face the best. So, football is you're advanced. You're going at a fast pace, and if you can't keep up, man, you're going to get left to the wayside. So it's taking serious down there in South Florida.
So we're talking. You said you're an edge rusher.
Yes, sir.
And talk to me about, like, right now. I know you're working on speed in Tampa. What is your speed right now coming off the edge?
I would say, very quick. I know how to time out the snap. Very smooth. I know how to dip. Got good body control around the edge. So, I know when to take certain angles. I know when to come off fast, when to, play it a little slower at times. So I would say I'm pretty quick off the edge for sure.
And do you have a 40 time you're running at currently right now?
Yeah, I don't got an exact time. But I would say somewhere 4.6, 4.7 range. Okay.
All right. I guess some people who say, "Oh yeah, just get the sacks." They don't understand the flexibility. See, you can be a 4.3 guy off the edge, but if you 4.3 and you just blowing up the field, and they just and the offensive tackles just riding you up the field, quarterback stepping up all day on you, don't make a difference.
Yes,
People don't understand that flexibility, being able to grab grass, bendy like Gumby. It's what we used to say up here. Bendy like Gumby. To get around those tackles. So you can be. You don't have to be a 4.3 guy. To be as effective or to get to the quarterback as quick. That's why a guy like Von Miller, who has good speed, great speed, but is unbelievably bendy, and can get around that edge without even hard. I mean, with quickness, but his speed may not even kick in because he's so quick and bendy. Within a 3-yard sprint.
Yes, sir.
So if you had to improve something in your game, what would it be?
But I had to prove something. I would say almost definitely like a 3-down linebacker. I could play the run, pass rush. I would say, just improving my pass rush, cleaning up some things, getting better with counter moves. Maybe adding a spin move to my game. That's something I kind of got to do. Going to the next level, man. You got to have a counter. With something that you're winning with. So most definitely getting the counters in, and just I would say continue to improve my body. Just continue to get physically stout. To handle myself against grown men at the next level, and things like that. So just staying in shape, man. Like you said, staying flexible, staying strong, and things like that.
Yeah, that conversion to power. I'm watching your highlights here. I'm part of Credential Press at UVA, and I remember you just, you all over the place.
Appreciate it.
And number 13. I remember you because of that number. What made you choose the number 13?
Oh man, coming to high school, man, going to college, going to Tennessee, I had to choose between 13 and 15. So crazy story. I was about to get 15 because my dad he wore it in high school. He played basketball. He wore it in high school, and my mom, her birthday is February 15. So it was just the fit. I was thinking about it, but then the 13 just struck out to me. It's different. You always hear about 13's bad luck or lucky number 13. So I don't know. It's just the number since I got it. It's just something about it, man. I just felt like it was just meant for me for sure. Like in my personality and everything that I represent, I just feel like the number has a different meaning,
Yeah. And we hadn't talked about Tennessee yet. So anything that you wanted to share with us about playing for Tennessee as well? Because I know that, is where you, like you said, it's showing you graduated from there. What was it like playing for Tennessee?
Man, Rocky Top will always have a special place in my heart, man. Just being a kid from Miami, Florida, man, I never dreamed of, I'll be playing, in a volunteer state. Like I'll be all the way in Tennessee from the bottom of the map and being from Miami. So, once the opportunity came, man, I went up there. Just the atmosphere was different. Everything was different, and I had to adjust. I had to adapt to a new environment. So I most definitely took steps in growing as a young man. Being on my own, growing as a person, handling myself in a different environment. So, man, playing. I had a lot of coaches that I played for during my time, but I'm blessed to have all of them because each and every one of them poured something different into my game or into me becoming a better person. So, and I got my education from there. So, Tennessee opened a lot of doors, in my future of life. So I'm very thankful.
Let me ask you this, man. Do you prefer the mountains or the beach?
How you gonna do me like that?
I got to, man. Hey, we ain't got the rapid fire yet, my man.
Nah, man.
We ain't got there yet.
It's something about the mountains, man. When you playing football, man, but it's that beach, that's when you can't wake up to the beach. Is nothing like that,
Hey, I'm from Virginia Beach, so I'm with you. I'm from Virginia Beach, so yes, I it's something about being at the beach. I just had to ask you because you have that experience. I mean, our mountains here are about 2 hours west, the Appalachian Mountains. So we actually can, get a feel for both. But for me, like you said, I gotta have the ocean, man.
Yes, sir.
I gotta have that ocean, man. Kick off the sandals, kick off the Jordans, whatever, and just walk in the sand. Sit down, relax, and take a load off. But
most definitely.
Yeah, man. So let me ask you this, man: 3-4 or 4-3? What kind of defense do you prefer to be in?
Man, I would say I'm a versatile guy. If a team wants to use me as a 3-4 outside backer, I'm gonna set physical edges. I can drop in coverage when they need me to. I can handle running backs coming out of the backfield. So at 4-3, same thing. I can put my hand in the dirt, be stout. At times, when I need to, I could pass rush. So I feel like I'm a versatile guy. I feel like my frame and the way my body is shaped, my skill set. I feel like I can. It doesn't even matter to me.
And I'm not sure if I asked you this before, but what do you think you can improve on in your game for the next level?
Oh yeah, flexibility.
Okay, flexibility.
Okay. Yeah, refining pass rush moves, adding a counter move, and just
counter
staying
moves.
strong.
Gotcha.
Yeah, staying strong.
Yes, sir. Okay, so let's keep rocking. Let's get into some rapid fire if you're ready.
Got you. Let's do it.
Talk to me about some of your hidden talents, man.
Hidden talents.
Yeah.
I mean, probably not many talents that's hidden, but I feel like I'm just a one thing about me when I come around, man, my energy, my presence, man, is like I don't have to say anything. It's gonna be felt. So I would say I'm very cerebral. My surroundings, it's just something about me, man. It's just something about my personality. You probably had to be around me
Okay.
to get it. Yeah, things like that.
Okay. All right. Who is you? See, you're from the U, or you from Miami. So you've been exposed to all different types of talents, and you've seen a lot, even in your early life. Who was your favorite player growing up?
Man, favorite player, most definitely. I love DeMarcus Ware, but being from Miami, man, Sean T was like,
Oh,
he stood for everything, and I'm very familiar with his dad, and he grew up in an area, that very close to me. So just all the things you hear about that guy, man, all the things he stood for, just growing up, and all the stories I've heard, man, it's just he's most definitely a role model in Miami for the younger kids coming up, and he wore that U, and it's just, he's most definitely a role model for us down there.
one of my favorite players of all time, being from Virginia, Washington, is a team that I rooted for, that I still root for as a growing up. And Sean Taylor was always my top guy. So yeah, I feel you on some of that, man. So if you had to change your position, if you were not a defensive end and you had your choice to say, all right, I want to play this, and you were given the ability to change, what position would you change to?
I feel like I can play a little tight end. I got some footwork, the hands natural, soft hands. I could go up and get the ball, tight end for sure.
You know what? I can see you going to your coach on the next level and say, Coach, if you need that special, that
goal line package,
goal line tight end, I'm that guy.
Throw it to me in the corner of the end zone. I know the quarterbacks at the next level, they're going to put that thing right where it need to be. So I'm going to go get it, Coach.
You're going to keep working on them hands and say, Coach, listen, you can trust me, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. What is your favorite home-cooked meal?
Favorite home-cooked meal, man, it has to be Auntie's, macaroni cheese, collard greens, chicken. I'm a hibachi guy, seafood, shrimp. I got a variety, man.
But that's what you get when you grow up on the beach, man. When you grow up, near the ocean.
Fresh seafood.
Yeah, okay.
I feel you on that. But if I had to choose one, it would be my Auntie's mac and cheese and the collard greens, like some good soul food.
Okay, some really good soul food. People may squint when I say this, but I love like some good oxtails with some mac and cheese.
I got a little Jamaican in my background too, so I do the oxtails, the jerk chicken. Yeah, it's so much food. I can't narrow it down to one. I gotta stay away from all that right now.
Oh my goodness, brother! See what I'm saying?
You bringing up memories.
I'm telling you, man. So, hey, it's a beach mentality, and when you grow there, and on the ocean in particular, in a transient city. You get a lot of cultures, you get a lot of different types of people. So you get the blessing of learning how people lived, and you learn their cultures, you learn their, how they eat, and you can get ingratiated in that, and absolutely learn, say, man, I absolutely like this kind of food. I did not know it existed. So, and being like, I'm from Norfolk, or I'm from Virginia Beach, but they got the Norfolk base. You had all different people moving in. From all over the world. So you would taste all different types of flavors based on just how many friends you had, different types of friends you had. So, yeah, but growing up on the ocean, being in the ocean is always a transient area. So, yeah, man, that, the Caribbean food is a must for me, man. Definitely. I got to have it, man.
Definitely.
So are you a 2K or a Madden guy?
Most definitely a Madden, but I'm smooth in 2K too. So if you want to go over there, get crossed real quick.
We got to get look. I don't know. Look, a few times I play 2K and I play Madden, so I gotta get. What do you play? What do you play them on? Because I play them on different systems.
Right now, I ain't got a lot of money yet, so I'm still on the PS4. I gotta get that PlayStation 5. But I'm still PS4.
I'm on a PS4. I'm on a Madden PS4. I was supposed to get some handles from some other players, so we could play. So we got to catch up. You know what I mean? Sure. So, sometime and play. But what's your team in Madden?
My team, man, I'm more of like let me see. I could do like the Ravens, Chiefs, Bengals, teams like that.
Okay. All right. That is cool, man. That's cool. So, I was going to ask you a music question. Like, are you a Weezy fan or are you 8 Ball to MJG? Which one?
I would say more Weezy, man. Just, younger being younger, growing up in the South, man, Lil Wayne most definitely had a big influence on, the music culture down there. So, it was Weezy that I was playing all throughout the South.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Rest in peace to these two young guys. So we got. Let me ask you this: Young Dolph,
Mm-hmm.
or the Marathon Man.
But probably Dolph. Probably
Okay,
Dolph. Yeah.
probably Dolph. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay, all right. Over Nip.
To me, God bless Nipsey, man. To me, Nipsey, he stood out more as being just a figure to me, more than an artist. I would say. I like the way he expressed himself, and I try to pick up things that he stressed, far as like being more of a vocal figure than an artist. You get that?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. So talk to me about your NFLPA Collegiate Bowl experience. Who did you work with?
Man, I worked down with Alden Smith, great guy. Taught me a lot of things, man. I just feel like one thing I stood out to him. We kind of had like a good relationship throughout the whole week, and just got some good pointers from a lot of different coaches. Wade Phillips was the defensive coordinator, man. Just sitting in the room with guys like that and just soaking up all the knowledge. I'm just very thankful, man. Just to use that, I could use that going to the next level.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to you getting on the next level. And you got to get up. First of all, we got to get them handles straight, on how to contact each other, get online.
For sure.
And also when you get to the next level, you got to come back, and let me interview you and see how your experience is going, make it to the next level, because I know you're going to make it there. So
Appreciate
two more questions. What superhero or supervillain do you identify with the most?
I would say like a bullseye. Like
Bullseye. Did you say bullseye?
yeah, I got
Oh
a little,
man,
I got a
bullseye.
little I got a celebration, man. I pull that bullseye, man, that bow and arrow. I just feel like once I got you on the crosshairs, that play where I know I gotta go make a play, man. It's just something. It's just I'm gonna come get you. For
Well,
sure.
are you talking about? Well, you said bulls, because you got bullseye who's throwing darts and throwing all kind of things, but then you got Hawkeye. So
Nah, I'm bullseye.
oh, okay? So word. Okay, yeah, bullseye don't miss.
You feel me? I'm coming.
Yeah.
Once I got you on them crosshairs, I'm coming.
I feel you. You said bullseye's not missing. For all those who don't know, who are not down with what Marvel means, or who Bullseye is, go check that dude out.
Go
He's
check
no
him
joke. But yeah, so you got any shout outs or announcements you want to make?
Man, shout out to my agent Dan Cassidy, man, for just setting this up, allowing me to talk to you today. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Shout out to the fans at home, man. Just everybody that's following my journey, man. Just I hope you continue to check in, tap in with me, and I'm just blessed, man, for the opportunity. I thank you guys.
Absolutely. Well, we love having you, and when you get to the next level, after we connect on Madden, let's keep it up, because I want to get you back here and see how your journey's going, brother.
Got you for sure, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you too. That was Deandre Johnson. He's a ball of fun, man. I'm telling you. When he gets to the next level, like he's gonna be, he has a huge personality, as you can see. He's gonna be one of those guys where I could see him doing something in the entertainment world, or maybe becomes kind of like a Fox analyst or something. But he has a very, very big personality, and a very, very nice, light-spirited young man. So, but all these young men that we interviewed today have bright futures and are great pillars of society that we're going to look for. Good guys that are going to do great things in their communities, and it just doesn't get better. What I'm doing right now, it's not even like it's a job. It is a pleasure to interview these young guys who are going to make a difference in our world coming up, for the next generation. So, and they've been blessed with the ability, and they're using that ability to make the most out of it. And when they get to the next level, because each and every one of them are going to play on the next level, they're going to make even bigger waves. But I got to tell you, it's been a great football Friday for this prospect preview show. But make sure you tune in next Friday. We will have some more prospects for you on the NFL Draft Bible with Sports Illustrated, powered by Fan Nation. But Big Law is continuing on the journey with us, with everything we got going on with NFL Draft Bible. Remember, the NFL Draft is April 28th through the 30th. It is in Vegas. We are trending towards going there and setting up and trying to record and trying to do some publications out there. So and some recordings out there, some shows out there. So keep close to us, and we will update you on what we got going on. But this has been a Football Friday. I'm glad I get to set you up for your weekend. So thank you guys for tuning in. We love you, and we will see you next week. This has been the NFL Draft Bible Football Friday Prospect Preview Show.